just like every week, uh, sitting out here next to the bike tonight because we're gonna do stunt riding and riding in general and goals. Stunt riding, it's something most people don't understand, don't even know about, and honestly, I can say the term, and most of you watching this, unless you do know me, have no idea what I'm talking about. So I kind of went into me being hyper fixated on activities, skateboarding, fitness, nutrition. Stunt riding fell into that category as well. About 6 to 7 years ago, I got back into riding. Let's start over. I started riding when I was 17. I got my first sport bike. It was a 2003 GSXR, and I just rode fast like everybody who gets a sport bike. Didn't know very much, didn't know what I was doing, and I'm honestly surprised I never got hurt. Well, then about 12 years ago, I got my second sport bike. That was a 2006 GSXR 600. It was a beautiful bike, red and black. And I sold that bike about a year after owning it, and I did not ride for a very long time, up until about 6 years ago, maybe 7. And then I got a 2009 GSXR 600, all blacked out. Can you see a theme going on here? I was a Gixxer rider, a go fast rider, the kind of person you don't want to be, honestly. Well, what ended up happening was I was riding with some friends, and we were go fast boys in the country, and I went around a corner too fast and I almost went down. I ended up going off into a cornfield, and that day I said I was done going fast. I keep saying that, but honestly it's true, I was done. I already had my daughter here, by the way. She was still a newborn at that time, so I did not want to get hurt. What do? I ended up ripping all the fairings, the plastics, off of that bike, not this one, and I was gonna learn how to stunt ride. Boy, was I in for it, because I had no idea what I was doing. There were no tutorials, there was no way to figure it out besides going out and riding and trying to learn how to wheelie is basically what I was trying to do. I had a small concept beforehand. I used to do little chasers is what we call them, where you just about yay high off the ground and you just start accelerating through the whole thing. Not what you want to do. So that bike, I actually ended up learning on it, and another bike, on the ground. Between the two, I ended up developing enough skills that I ended up selling both of those, and I bought this bike. So most of the people who are in the stunt community know the best bike for stunt riding is a 2003 ZX6R, and that's what we have here. It may not look like a 2003, but it is. I have put many hours into this bike. I know every nut and bolt on it. Honestly, I have ripped it apart more times than I can count. I have even torn apart the engine and rebuilt it. So, what is a stunt bike? It is a bike that is geared differently, so it does not have the top end of a sport bike. This thing maxes out about 100 miles per hour. It also has, right here, a handbrake and a one-finger clutch, so I can operate the clutch and the brake at the same time. You have cages on it, and a lot of it's made out of steel, unlike most sport bikes, which are made out of aluminum. So that is the basic of a stunt bike, and I would love to go into this more. It's just too much info for this time. And now goals. Again, I've been stunt riding for about 6 to 7 years. So goals kind of go right into YouTube as well. I have actually lost a little bit of interest for stunt riding over the last 2 years probably. And a lot of that is due to the local community, the community in general, honestly. It's almost pushed me out of it at times, where I was almost ready to give up, but I really don't like giving up things I love. But I won't let that happen. I need to find a new purpose for stunt riding to keep me going, because I do love it so much. And something I would love to do is help those who don't know what they're doing, give lessons and tutorial videos, along with doing moto vlogs and also just videoing me learning new stuff. There's many new tricks that I would love to learn yet. I don't want to just be complacent with it and do what I can do. I want to progress, and that is the whole purpose of life for me. If I'm not progressing at something, then I'm stagnant and there's no point. That is the whole purpose of this series, honestly. It's not being complacent. It's progressing, it's learning, it's just doing anything you can to keep moving forward. All right, so this is my 2003 ZX6R that I built myself, and I will never let it go. It is with me till the end of days. And I would love for you to watch what I can do on this thing this summer, because it's still winter here in Wisconsin, and it's been a long winter, and I am ready for spring to come. I am ready to ride, I am ready to do wheelies, and I am ready to take you along with me. Thank you for watching this, and have a good night.